ready to interview Mack Hollins of the Las Vegas Raiders and also Special Olympics athlete Vanessa. How you both doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here with y'all.
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Malcolm?
Awesome, Vanessa. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
So first, I'm going to interview Mack, and then I'll interview you afterwards. Okay, Vanessa?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right, Mack. To get started, what impressed you most about the Raiders this season, and what do you think they need to do to get back to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is our continued fight, even when games didn't always go our way. You know, I think it was 5 or 6 games within a score, and that can be frustrating to a team. You know, you put in all this work and off season and during the season to win games, and you come up so short. So in order to really flip things and have us on the field doing this next year, it's gonna just take those little things to win those games instead of losing.
Share a bit about what you do as a Special Olympics Global Ambassador and what that means.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. It's amazing that I get the opportunity to work with Special Olympics athletes and see athletes wearing gold medals and that have got to the highest level and won and achieved the greatest success. And it's always an honor for me to be around these competitions and to see how Special Olympics athletes compete against each other. And it always brings me back to the joy of why I play football, just for the fun of the game, not for anything more, not for money, not for free agency, not for social media presence. It was just for the fun of the game when I was a kid, and it always reminds me of that.
Are there any initiatives you're working on currently at the moment?
Yeah, so obviously we got the World Games coming up in Berlin. And that we have a big health initiative around that because those with intellectual disabilities are dying 16 to 20 years earlier than those without from preventable diseases, all because a lot of health officials don't know how to properly care for those with intellectual disabilities, and it's really unfortunate because these are preventable things. And with the World Games coming up, there's 7,000 athletes there who are all going to get screened just the same way I do. The same way I get a physical for the NFL, they're going to get the same thing, and it seems crazy that they don't. But unfortunately they don't, and that's what it's about. It's how can we get more athletes getting the proper care that they deserve and that they should get in order to reduce that number to where it's zero years early.
Excellent, Mack. I would also speak a little bit more about the health aspect when it comes to Special Olympics. Just touch a little bit more about that as well.
Yeah, I think the health of whether it's the eating plans that we're trying to initiatives to try to get healthy eating, exercising, and even during COVID we were able to do some stuff over Zoom where you could do quick workouts over Zoom, which was amazing. So just continuing to grow that and grow that knowledge and how can you care for yourself mentally, physically, nutritionally, all these things and really optimize your being.
Lastly, Matt, before I interview Vanessa, Super Bowl 57 here in Arizona. Who you got, the Chiefs or the Eagles?
Yeah, I think it's a tough one. As a former Eagle, former Super Bowl champion, I guess I lean towards the Eagles because I know a lot of those guys on the team. But the Chiefs are a good team. They've been here before. They have the MVP on their side. So we'll see. It's gonna be a good game. That's the most important thing.
Awesome, Mack. Thanks for your time, and now I'm going to turn it over to Vanessa. How you doing today, Vanessa?
I'm doing great, Malcolm. How are you today?
Awesome. So, Vanessa, let's get started. How long have you been involved with Special Olympics?
I've been involved since for a long time. Been involved since when I was 8 years old, so that would be 1990, so about 32 years.
Wow. And what sports do you participate in and compete in?
This one was from LA, Los Angeles World Special Olympic Games. And we competed in softball. As the first female on the team because I played with a whole bunch of boys, the guys. and I bowled. I like bowling, and now we're gearing up for the 3-on-3. Now we're on. This is the female basketball 3-on-3 group. We're going to be going to Berlin, Germany, for World Games in Germany.
Talk about World Games. What is that experience going to be like for you as an athlete going to World Games in Berlin?
It's going to give I'm probably gonna end up getting goosebumps because we got that's the feeling that you get when you walk for opening ceremonies is the goosebumps and the pumping of the audience and cheering for you, cheering for us, and it's just that whole it's such a big magnitude event of the world.
If you had one piece of advice for those athletes that want to get to a World Games or get to a USA Games, what advice would you have for those athletes that are trying to get there? What would you tell them?
Gotta tell them is just go out there, put your heart and work into it, and have fun.
Awesome, Vanessa. I have one more question for you.
Go right ahead.
All right. So we got Super Bowl 57 Sunday. Chiefs and Eagles. You taking the Chiefs or you taking the Eagles?
I am rooting for the Eagles.
You got a score?
I don't have a prediction.
Thanks, Vanessa, for your time as well.
Welcome.
And thank you for your time as well, Mack.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Thank you, Malcolm.